How a mapping error became a weapon. Land unlocked, right-of-way law, boundary mistakes, and county inactions. Please like and follow for more. The story begins with a simple mistake. One tiny digital line on a county map. A line that quietly shifted a public roadway, creating appearance of private land. It wasn't discovered in a courtroom or a hearing. It was created by a computer, inside a GIS office, in a file nobody double-checked. That single mapping error became the foundation for a permit. The permit became the foundation for a utility installation. And the installation became the foundation for criminal accusations that never should have existed in the first place. Here's how it unfolded. A county department adjusted a plat outline showing a narrowed roadway, changing the road into appearance of private property. That wrong map was used to approve an encroachment permit, authorizing an energized utility pole directly inside the path of travel, blocking the only driveway access a homeowner had. Weeks later, someone handed deputies that same defective permit map and said, "See, this is the boundary." Law enforcement accepted it as verified truth. That was the moment the error left the computer screen and entered the real world as evidence. Meanwhile, the road kept narrowing. A garbage truck sideswiped a parked vehicle, early proof the corridor wasn't safe. County crews visited the area. They logged it. But the hazards stayed exactly where they were: wall, fences, middle of the road. This lighted pole was installed deep into the driveway envelope. Not just a traffic obstacle, an energized fixed object hazard that violated state highway standards and every rule written to keep emergency vehicles alive. Complaints poured in. Formal notices were filed, stamped, received, acknowledged, then ignored. And here's where the injury hits hardest. The same map error that created the hazard was eventually used to justify a trespass arrest against the very person who had been reporting the hazard since years before the first permit was issued. Imagine being told you're trespassing on your own roadway frontage, not because of true evidence, not because of a survey, but because a misrepresented digital county map line was treated as fact. When the county finally updated its own data, this digital plat line moved, the truth came out. Showing only about 13 feet of usable roadway remained where 50 feet should have existed. A corridor too narrow for fire trucks, ambulances, or safe travel. A corridor mislabeled as private property, contradicting the county's own plats. No corrective inspection, no hazard mitigation, no boundary verification, just a growing problem held in place by civil matter dismissal. The result was simple and devastating: a loss of access, a criminal arrest born from an administrative failure, and a constructive eviction created not only by the neighbor who called, but by the process that upheld it. County's refusal to fix its own record. This is what happens when digital boundaries become a weapon of truth before anyone checks the ground and verify property irons. And it's why right-of-way law and property rights exist, to prevent exactly this kind of cascade failure, where one county mistake snowballs into drainage trespass, roadway obstructions, false reporting, and a criminal arrest built on the wrong GIS map. Every piece of land holds a story, some written in law, others hidden beneath the surface. If you found this helpful, tap follow and join Land Unlocked, where we uncover the hidden laws of land use and ownership.